hayop. Pag-uusapan naman na natin yung pagpapadede ng hayop. Okay? So we'll now be talking about lactation in farm animals. Now, lactation is very important kasi kapag naipanganak yung hayop, hindi naman po papabayaan na lang bigla-bigla yan nung kanyang parent. Kailangan niyang padidihin. Okay? Bakit niya kailangan padidihin? Well, in order to ensure yung survival and for us farmers, yung economic productivity ng bagong panganak na hayop. So we will now be talking about the structure of lactation in farm animals. We call that as the mammary gland. Ano yung anatomy and function of the mammary gland? Ano yung hormonal control of lactation? What are the phases? Yung composition ng gatas, some management practices, and common lactation disorders. Let's take a look at the anatomy of mammary glands. As you can see, meron tayong 4 major organs of the mammary gland system. We have the alveoli, duct system, teat cistern, and sphincter muscle. Ano yung pinaka-importante dito na part ng mammary gland? The most important one would be the alveoli. Kasi ito yung structure that secretes the milk. Okay? The alveoli is the structure in the mammary gland that secretes the milk na kailangan ng batang hayop. Okay? After the alveoli, we have the duct system. So the duct system, yan yung highway naman that carries milk from the alveoli going to the gland cistern, okay? Or the teat cistern, tinatawag, okay? And sa ano yung teat cistern? Yan yung storage area ng gatas doon sa mammary gland. And the teat cistern, below that, mayroong opening, or mayroong closing dyan. We call that as the sphincter muscle or the smooth muscle that controls or prevents milk leakage and infection entry. Okay? So ulitin natin, alveoli, yan yung nagpo-produce mismo ng gatas. It is the one that is secreting the milk. The duct system is the highway, the connecting duct between the alveoli and the teat cistern. Yung teat cistern, yan yung storage area before the milk is being released to the offspring. And the sphincter muscle, yun yung nandun sa pinakadulo that prevents milk leakage and infection entry. Some variations in other structure for your animals. Sa mga cattle, they only have one udder with 4 number of teats. Okay? Sa mga sheep naman, one udder, pero dadalawa lang naman yung teats nila. For pigs, 6 to 8 pairs yung udder, around 12 to 16 pairs of 12 to 16 teats. And for horses, they have one udder and 2 teats, parang sheep and goats. What are the different hormones that controls lactation? We have, for example, prolactin. And this is being produced by the anterior pituitary gland. Ano yung ginagawa ng prolactin? This is the one that is responsible for milk production. Or we call this process as lactogenesis. Oxytocin is also very important for lactation. It is produced naman in the posterior pituitary. Ano naman ang ginagawa ng oxytocin? Milk letdown. So it triggers milk letdown by causing the alveoli to contract. So pinapakontract niya yung alveoli para dumaan doon sa duct system papunta doon sa teat cistern, basically. Estrogen produced by the ovary and placenta, it develops the mammary ducts during pregnancy. Doon sa last trimester basically nangyayari yan when the mammary gland is being developed. Progesterone produced by the corpus luteum and placenta, it suppresses lactation during pregnancy. So, yun din yung isang purpose pala ng progesterone, ano? Ang progesterone is the hormone that stops lactation habang buntis pa yung hayop. Of course, kapag panganganak na yung hayop, yung progesterone babagsak. And kapag bumagsak yan, what happens now is the estrogen takes over. It would now develop the mammary ducts during pregnancy. The oxytocin will take over and it will trigger milk letdown. And finally, we have growth hormone produced by the pituitary gland, which enhances milk yield by increasing nutrient supply. So may purpose din pala ang growth hormone, especially in enhancing yung kalidad ng gatas ng hayop. Now, how does this hormone changes during lactation? Before birth, asahan nyo na ang hayop mataas ang estrogen and progesterone. Okay? Ibig sabihin, it stimulates mammary gland development, pero, so nagde-develop yung mammary gland, pero actual milk is not being produced before birth. After birth, progesterone will drop, and then the prolactin will now increase. So during this time, progesterone will drop. Ngayon, pwede na ngayon maggatas yung suso ng hayop. It would now initiate milk production. And how does it initiate milk production? Prolactin. Okay? Yan yung nag-i-initiate ng milk production. And of course, oxytocin that initiates the milk letdown process from the alveoli going now to the teat cistern. What are the phases of milk production? Sa unang-una, pag bagong panganak pa lang yung hayop, meron tayong tinatawag na colostrum period. And during this time, yung gatas ng hayop ay mayaman sa colostrum. Okay? Thick, yellow, it is rich in antibodies para mabigyan ng immunity and lakas yung bagong anak nila. After that comes now peak lactation period, kung saan napakataas na dyan ng milk yield, high ang energy demand during this time. Mid-lactation, unti-unti nang bumababa yung milk production. And late lactation, we also call that as drying off, which basically means the udder prepares for next pregnancy and the milk production stops. Ano yung composition ng gatas ng hayop? Ang pinakamataas na composition niyan would be water, obviously. Okay? Ang gatas ng hayop is obviously water, right? Kasi nga liquid siya. Ang pinakamataas na content ng after water would be fat content. For cattle, that's 3.5 to 4.5%. For goats, 4.1. Sheep, 6.5 to 8%. And pigs, 8 to 9%. Pinakamababa, I think, would be protein content. Okay? So, mas mataas yung lactose content for most animals as compared to their protein content. What are some common lactation disorders that we might encounter when we are managing our lactating animals? Unang-una, pinakasikat dyan yung tinatawag na mastitis or the infection of the udder. What is the cause of that? It is caused by a bacteria, either Staphylococcus bacteria or Streptococcus bacteria. Ano yung makikita nating symptom na obvious? Makikita natin the udder is swollen, okay? The udder is hot, and it is clotted with milk. So, hindi lumalabas yung gatas, okay? Because of mastitis. How are you going to prevent or treat that? You can prevent that through teat sanitation measures. Make sure na nililinisan yung teat ng hayop, and antibiotics. We also have milk fever or hypocalcemia. It is caused by calcium deficiency. Ano yung symptom ng hypocalcemia? Weakness, tremors, inability to stand. And to treat that, you need to supplement calcium to your animals. Finally, we have ketosis. Ketosis is energy deficiency naman. So it is caused by negative energy balance after parturition. Okay? The symptom, weight loss. So nangangayayat yung female animal natin, reduced appetite, and mababa ang milk yield. So ayaw natin itong ketosis na to, lalong-lalo na if we are managing cows, okay? Na ang gusto natin ay mag-produce sila ng mataas na milk output.
Magtitake ka ba ng licensure exam for agriculturists this year? If yes, I believe my course is for you. Enroll now at Learning Agri Withal modular course by clicking the link below. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Mag-enroll ka na. Samahan kita mag-review. Bye!